Morning, everybody. It is Saturday morning, and I better get my finger out or I'm not going to have a video to put up this week. Today we're going to do another breakfast one. Now, I've done malto meal, and that came out really good. I'm also a big fan of cream of wheat. So today we are going to make some cream of wheat with brown sugar, and raspberries were on sale at my local supermarket, so I got some raspberries. So we're going to make up a breakfast with cream of wheat, brown sugar, and raspberries and milk. So without further ado, I better get my stuff out and let's get cooking. Okay, so we're just going to make this according to the box directions and I'm going to do 4 servings at a time. So we're going to add 4 cups of milk, and I'm using 2%, and a half a teaspoon of salt, and we're just going to bring this to a boil. While that's coming to a boil, we need 3/4 cup of cream of wheat. Okay, that milk's getting pretty warm, so I want to dissolve my brown sugar in that, and I got 1/3 cup of dark brown sugar. So I just basically say sweeten it to your taste. I want to put 1/3 cup in there and get that all dissolved in with my milk. Okay, so that milk is just starting to bubble. I don't want to scorch it. If I let that settle down, you can see it's just starting to bubble. So we're going to sprinkle in our cream of wheat slowly and get that all mixed in there. The reason we're doing this slowly is we don't want lumps. And that was 3/4 cup. 4 cups of milk. Now we'll bring that up to a boil, stirring this constantly. Okay, it's now starting to boil. So we are going to turn that medium and let that cook for about 2.5 minutes is what the box says. Okay, let's turn that off. Now I'm going to spoon that on my tray here and we'll see what we got with these 4 servings. I got sidetracked a little bit and I didn't leave it sitting long, and it burnt a little bit to the bottom, so you do want to keep an eye on that, keep it moving. Okay, so we got 2 pounds out of that, which is just about perfect for a tray, because we're going to put some raspberries on here. That's good. Now I got to have to work these raspberries enough to have enough for 4 trays, so I got 3 pints. We won't put too many on there. That'll do it. There you got it. I got 3 more trays of that to do, which I'll do off camera. 3 more loads of this. And next time you see it, it'll be coming out of the freeze dryer. I'll see you then. Okay, I'm ready to fire up Big Red, the freeze dryer, and I don't really show this often because there's so many different versions out there that it's not really relevant, but I'm going to show you what I do to start up my system. So we're going to press start, and this is non-liquid, pre-frozen. And that's going to count down for 30 minutes and cool my chamber, and then it'll set off the alarm and tell me to put my food in. So I'll see you when it does that. Okay, it's telling me I can add my food. Kind of missed it by 6 minutes. That's cool. So let's add our food. Okay, there's my raspberry cream of wheat going in. Press start. Close the drain valve. The drain valve is closed. Now this is a trick that I learned from School Reports. He uses a putty knife. I don't have one of those. So I just take a spoon. Let's get it in the camera. And I just use the bowl as like a lever. Get that behind the lip of that rubber ring. And push it forward using the bowl of the spoon until I get a nice black line all the way around. All the way around the door. And that's a really neat trick. So thank you, School Reports. That guy is a genius. So there you go. Next time you see me, we'll be taking this out of the freeze dryer. I'll see you then. And there you have it. All of that cream of wheat with raspberries. It looks pretty good. So, what are we going to do? That took a little bit over 40 hours. Of course, I added time like I always do. I'm going to put that like that. Those trays are still warm, so I don't want to put them on my table yet. Put those off to the side. What I thought I would do is take my meal pouch, get that ready. Now we are going to use, look how well those dividers just come out of there. We're going to put 3 of those squares for 1 serving. So I'm going to put 3 of those in my bag. And all those pretty little raspberries are going to get crushed up here, but I found with my multi-mill that you really need to powderize this to get a good rehydration. So I'm going to take my rolling pin. Now I didn't do that a very fine powder, but I did kind of crunch that up, as you can see. Then we're going to put that in my pouch. is one serving. I'll go ahead and ziplock that shut for now. And I will do the rest of these off camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm down to my last three. So what I thought I'd tell you about while I'm doing this last bag here is the reason I like doing these in a Ziploc bag in a rolling pin is when you're rolling this out, you can see if there's any moisture in there. That's really helpful. Right off the bat, we know there's no moisture in there. Now, I say 40 hours. It might have been a little bit more than that, but you got to remember, I added lots of time for these because those raspberries have tons of seeds. And seeds, by nature, are designed to hold water, hold moisture. So you really want to add a lot of extra time if you use strawberries or raspberries because of the seeds. There's nothing would be worse than to make all this and a year down the road or whatever, you open them up and they're all soggy because the seeds had moisture in them. So I always add tons of extra time when I'm doing something with seeds. So we got those all crushed up. Now I'm going to go back through and open these up and put a 300cc O2 absorber in each one of these bags, and then I'll do a heat seal. Now I did that recipe 4 times, which filled 4 trays, and those 4 trays produced 13 3-square bag servings, so 13 bags. And that's perfect because this one extra I'm going to use to try and figure out how much water I want to add per square, and then we'll have one that I can rehydrate for you guys and eat, and then that'll still leave me 12 to put away for long-term storage. So let me get my O2 absorbers out and get these O2'd and sealed. I'll see you in a minute. And there you have it, 13 bags of heat sealed cream of wheat with raspberries, 12 of which will be going into long-term storage. Alright, let me get this rehydration figured out and then we'll do a taste test. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, here we go. Ready to do some reconstitution. It's actually the next day from when I packaged these. So let's open her up and have a snack. Alright, there's quite a bit in here. Let's take our O2 absorber out. That's what it looks like on the inside. Now I had that one square that I wanted to try and get the formula out worked out right. And what I found is if I used a 1/4 cup of water, I got a nice thick cream of wheat, stick to your ribs thick, you know. And if I used 1/3 cup of water, it was more of a soupy texture. And I kind of like the texture of soupy versus the stick to your ribs. So you would adjust your water accordingly. So I had 3 squares in each bag. And if I did 1/3 cup per square, that would make 1 cup of water. So I got 1 cup of hot water here. And I'm going to pour that into the bag. I'm going to give that a stir. And the first thing you smell right off the bat is that lovely raspberries. I'm going to seal that up. And I'm going to let that sit for 2 minutes. So I'll see you in 2 minutes. Okay, it's been 2 minutes. Let's open that up. Give that another stir. It's thickened up quite nicely. And it could probably be ready right there, as I say, on that first 2 minutes. But we have an, what do you call it? A routine. And that is 2 minutes stir and 2 minutes on most of my meals. So we're going to zip that back shut again. Let that sit for another 2 minutes and then we'll serve it up. Okay, there you have it. That's been another 2 minutes. Give that one more stir. And this is a good time to talk about these pouches that I buy from topmylar.com. And this is what they call the single meal pouch. They do a double meal pouch or 2 meal pouch, which is a little bit bigger. And they're really a fantastic pouch. What I like about these pouches is they're wide and shallow. So you can use this as a bowl if you were camping or hiking or even in the office or something and you just wanted to cook something up and not have to dirty a plate. You could reconstitute it and eat it right out of the pouch. Topmylar.com. And what they have done is they are offering for my viewers a promotion code. So if you spend $50 or more at topmylar.com, when you check out, you use the promotion code BIBS, B-I-B-S, they will you'll save $5. Tongue-tied there. So spend $50 or more, use the promotion code BIBS and save $5, which is very generous of them to offer to my viewers, and that's you. So thank you, Top Mylar, for that. So I could eat this right from the pouch, but we like to dish this out so that you can see what the consistency is like. So let's get that up there a little bit more on the camera. See how that's coming out? That's not too thick and it's not too thin. That's Mama Bear, just right. Alright. Oh, as you can see, the raspberry kind of powderized into it. Let's see what it tastes like. That's good. It tastes like cream of wheat with raspberries. And I didn't put a lot of brown sugar in this, so and just a slight brown sugar taste. You can sweeten it more if you like it sweeter, but this is about perfect for me. There's a hint of raspberry. That is really good, actually. I was going to use strawberries, but raspberries #1 were on sale, and plus everything I've done has strawberries, so I wanted to do a different fruit. But you can put any fruit you want in there, really. We made this with milk, so it is kind of creamy as well. Kind of creamy, wheaty kind of flavor. They should call this stuff cream of wheat. Now, with raspberries, they have lots of seeds, and freeze drying them don't get rid of the seeds. So if you don't like the texture of seeds in your food, then you probably wouldn't want to use raspberries, because you can taste the seeds, not taste them, but you know, you get that seed texture when you're eating this. So if I had dentures, That might cause problems, I don't know. But look at that. See that, how that reconstituted so perfectly. Yep, it's definitely a winner. On a chilly morning with a nice cup of hot coffee, a nice little breakfast. Like I say, we could have rehydrated it in a bowl and put it in the microwave, like if you're in the office or something, and just had a nice quick snack breakfast. Or done eating it from the pouch at the office. That is good. I thought I saw a raspberry floating around in there. I tried not to powderize them too much, but the combination of crushing them and then packing them and then reconstituting, they pretty much disappeared. We could have possibly done this, put the raspberries in a little baggie maybe and rehydrated them in cold water while we're doing this, and nah, it all goes one place, ends in one place, ends up in one place, and this is so much easier. And John and Bibbs likes easy. This is so good. I'm just a real big cream of wheat fan, and Malt-O-Meal. Of the two, I probably like Malt-O-Meal better, but this cream of wheat is delicious too. Grandma Ernest used to always make it for us as little kids for breakfast. That is so nice. That was good. I ate it all pretty quick there. I think 3 squares is about the perfect size for an adult. So there you have it. John and Bibbs cream of wheat with raspberries, freeze dried, and to reconstitute, use 1/3 of a cup of water per square. If you like it about the consistency we just ate it, if you wanted it thicker, you would use less per square. So 3 squares is 1 cup for me of water. There you go. I hope you enjoyed the video. Look at that. Look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you for watching.